Good afternoon. Welcome to this week's episode. Quick word. Sorry, so late. It's been a morning. It's been a morning. But just want to just make sure I came on and give you guys the word of the week. Can't even really say word of the week because I've kind of just said different phrases and just different things. But this week we are going to talk about the enemy. And when you say the enemy, of course, you refer to the devil. The enemy will the enemy comes to steal, kill, and destroy, and take your joy. And the enemy wants you to be sad, wants you to not trust God, wants you to just go down a path that you are trying to get out of. Some people have lived a life of sin. Some people have lived, and we all sin, and we still will continue to sin. Some people have lived a life of regret and misfortune. And when you decide that you want to turn your life around and live for God and also just walk along that walk and have faith, the enemy doesn't like that. The enemy wants you in the war with him. He doesn't want you on the side of righteousness, on the side of good, and these, so to speak. So the enemy will definitely play with you, man. He will mess with your mind. That's the first place they attack. The enemy first just attacks your mind, filling your mind up with different thoughts and different scenarios that very well may not even be true. I believe I've spoken about this previously, but whenever you feel that anxiousness and that chaos and that anxiety, that is not of God. God is not a God of chaos. God is not a God of confusion. God is a God of joy, peace, happiness, and that's all he wants you to have. But the enemy, on the other hand, the enemy wants you to he wants you to think negatively. He wants you to believe that you'll never amount to anything. He wants you to believe he doesn't want you to trust in God. He wants you to think that God will not come through for you in every aspect. He wants you to stop praying. He wants you to stop believing. He wants you to think that that one thing that you're praying for will never happen, when all God wants you to do is just trust him. He will put every little thing in your mind and every obstacle in your way for you just to get you to not trust and believe in God. But it's your job to hold steady, steadfast, and just believe that everything is going to work out in the long run, and that everything that you pray for, everything that you want, you will provide it as long as you stay the right path. It doesn't mean if you just do right, then God will bless you. It's not just a do right thing. It's a follow his word, read his word, follow along him, spread his word, serve him, teach if you have to teach, whatever it is your special talent is, whatever it is that he's blessed you with. He just wants you to walk along with him. And if you're doing that, then you're on the right path. But the enemy doesn't like that. He doesn't want you to spread. He doesn't want you to bring more people to God. He doesn't want you yourself to be with God. The enemy wants you down, sad, and just living in sin and continuously living in sin and not praying and just back to old ways and just doing everything that you used to do when you were, and even though now you're trying to make a change. So whenever you get those thoughts in your head that it's easier just to do it the same way that you've been doing it, just understand that's the enemy. So you just got to drop down to your knees and pray, or stop wherever you at and pray, and just believe that God is going to get you through this situation no matter what. No matter what. And it gets hard because the enemy will continue to attack you and attack you and attack you. They say when your blessings and your breakthrough is close, that's when the enemy attacks you even harder. So if you feel like today or this week or whatnot that you've been getting attacked from left and right and you just don't understand why, that's the enemy, man. The enemy is trying to get you because your blessing and your breakthrough is coming through. So just hold on steadfast, hold on tight, continue to pray, continue to believe in God, and everything will be okay, you know. And I have to tell myself that a lot of times me coming on here is me just kind of, reaffirming some things to myself. It's been a tough week. This week has been a tough week. There's things that I have, the things that I've prayed for. There's things that I want, and there's things that I prayed for, and the enemy's attacking my mind. The enemy is attacking my head and trying to get me to believe certain things. And it's easy to fall back into old habits. It's easy to fall back into just, it's not happening. It's easy to believe the lies that the enemy teaches you. The enemy, tries to get you to believe. But prayer, man. Prayer definitely gets you through. And I've been trying, y'all. I've been really, really trying. Um, but you get triggered by certain things, and you just want to. You want to do right. I mean, as you can see, the video was late today. I mean, for a brief moment, I didn't even know if I wanted to do it, but that's just the enemy trying to get in my mind. This is something that I do every week, something that I love, and this is a talent that God has given me. This is something that I'm trying to display, and this is something that I'm just trying to show people. Whatever talents that you have, the enemy will, especially when you're trying to use them to serve God, the enemy will try to get you to just to get you to not do it. So it's easily just wanted me to just know, don't even do it. I mean, and I felt like that. I'm not gonna lie, I felt like that. But no, this is what I'm not quite sure this is my calling per se, but this is something that I enjoy doing. So this is why I'm here. And this is spread the word to anyone who's having a tough day, tough week, tough month, tough year. It's been something, man. This has been something, and we're all just trying to do our best to get through. And we're all just we're all trying. We're all trying, and the world is a crazy place, man. The world is a crazy place, and we have to get through with God. We have to believe God. We have to trust God more than anything. We got to have faith, even when it's dark and we don't see that breakthrough coming through, even when we don't see the light at the end of the tunnel, even though we don't think that we're out of that season. We just got to trust and believe that the breakthrough is coming through, and that we're going to be okay. So you're going to be okay. I'm going to be okay. If you're going through something, just pray. If you're somewhere right now, just stop what you're doing and pray, and everything is going to be fine. It's going to take some time, but just trust and believe that everything is going to be okay. All right. I hope that was able to help someone. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all next week, God willing. Later.